Hello beautiful souls, it's Adele here. Today we're going to follow the white rabbit together. Just like Neo in The Matrix, when he chooses to follow that one small sign into a deeper truth about himself and the world he lives in. In the film, the white rabbit is a doorway to awakening, to seeing clearly, to recognizing what has always been there beneath the surface. And in that same spirit, this video acts as the white rabbit. Appearing at the exact moment, your soul is ready to explore a deeper truth about food, energy, health, and how your choices shape both your inner and outer world. What we eat influences far more than our bodies. It shifts our vibration, our consciousness, and how we show up on this planet. This journey isn't about labels, rules, or perfection. It's about opening a door to awareness, compassion, and alignment, and exploring what truly nourishes you on every level, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and energetically. To begin, let's remember a universal truth. Everything is energy. Each thought, each emotion, every cell, and every food we consume carries a vibration. When we eat, we're not just absorbing nutrients, we are taking in information, frequency, and the energetic imprint of that food's life. Animal foods, especially those coming from animals raised or slaughtered in fear, confinement, or distress, leave behind more than calories. Energetically, they imprint subtle vibrations that weave into our own field. When we eat these foods, we're not just taking in their nutrients, we're also ingesting the vibration of separation, a frequency shaped by fear, disconnection, and imbalance, which can quietly anchor itself into our consciousness and emotional patterns. Over time, this can make the suffering we see in the world, whether in humans or animals, feel familiar, normal, and almost not a big deal. As a result, we begin to accept it as simply part of day-to-day life on Earth, where fear, pain, and disconnection appear to be just the way things are. In contrast, whole plant foods carry a completely different energetic signature. They grow through sunlight, soil, water, and air, the elemental forces of life. They belong to the natural web where everything is interconnected. Nature vibrates at unity, harmony, and balance. And so, when you eat plant foods, you're taking in more than nutrients. You're ingesting the vibration of unity. Even on a scientific level, the body is constantly turning food into energy. Every thought, every movement, every breath is powered by these energy exchanges. And because your cells respond to the quality of that fuel, your diet affects your mood, your mental clarity, your gut, your resilience, your cravings, your sleep, and yes, even your spiritual expansion. This is why the shift toward plant-based eating is not merely physical, it is deeply energetic as well. Now let's talk about meat, not from fear or judgment, but from a place of understanding. Many of us grew up hearing a meal isn't complete without meat. And for decades, meat has been placed at the center of the plate. But over the past 20 to 30 years, consistent research has shown a different pattern. Dietary patterns high in red meats or processed meats tend to place more strain on the body over time. Certain compounds formed when digesting these foods can irritate or damage cells in the gut. Saturated fats from meat can make it harder for blood vessels to stay flexible. Some byproducts of animal foods are linked to inflammation. And, quite simply, when meat takes up most of the plate, there's naturally less room for fiber-rich plant foods that protect long-term health. Over time, this can mean the body receives fewer of the nutrients that help it feel balanced, energized, and supported. On the other hand, centering meals around whole plant foods, vegetables, fruits, legumes, whole grains, nuts, seeds, herbs, spices, supports the body in countless ways. These foods help regulate blood sugar, support digestion, stabilize energy, improve cholesterol, reduce inflammation, and nourish the gut microbiome. Clinical trials show improvements sometimes within weeks. And it's not just research. Look at the blue zones, the communities where people live the longest, healthiest lives. They naturally eat mostly whole plant foods, with only small amounts of animal products. Their longevity speaks for itself. And now a common question arises. Can I get enough nutrients on a plant-based diet? And the answer is yes. With awareness and planning, plant-based diets are completely adequate. Plant-based eaters often naturally get more fiber, antioxidants, and key vitamins while consuming less saturated fat. There are a few nutrients to be mindful of. Please check out the blog for more information. Just remember to check the recommended daily intakes for your age, gender, and health needs, so you're nourishing your body fully each day. With fortified foods and simple supplements, everything is manageable. It's also important to recognize that not all plant-based diets are equal. A whole food plant-based lifestyle is very different from living off vegan sausages and pastries. Processed vegan foods can absolutely play a supportive role, especially when transitioning. But the foundation is still whole, intact plant foods. And that brings us to the most important part, how to actually make the shift. This is where people get stuck, not because they can't do it, but because they think they have to change everything overnight. You don't. A gentle transition is powerful. Start with one plant-based meal a day. When that feels easy, shift 2 meals. Let plant foods slowly crowd out meat, not through force, but through natural preference as your palate and physiology soften into a new pattern. And remember, cravings are part of the process. Your body has been wired for years to receive nutrients from animal foods. When you start shifting, your physiology needs time to adjust. When cravings arise, whether for bacon, prawns, fried chickens, or other comfort foods, that's not failure. That's simply the body remembering what's familiar. Acknowledge the craving. Choose a plant-based alternative if you can. And if you can't, simply keep going. The shift happens through consistency, not perfection. Next, before we walk through the gentle 4-week plan, it helps to understand something important about habits. Many people have heard the saying, it takes 21 days to form a new habit. This came from a 1960 book where a surgeon observed that his patients took about 3 weeks to adjust to changes in their appearance. But later research, especially a landmark 2009 study from University College London, found something very different. Habits can take anywhere from 18 to 254 days to form, with an average of about 66 days. The key was not speed, it was gentle, consistent repetition. This is why you may choose to stretch a 4-week transition into an 8-week plan, or even 12 weeks. Slower pacing often leads to deeper, more effortless transformation. And now let's walk through the gentle 4-week progression. Week 1, 1 plant-based meal a day. Week 2, 2 plant-based meals a day. Week 3, 5 plant-based days a week with 2 flexible days. Week 4, fully plant-based days with 1 flexible meal if needed. And remember, you can stretch any of these stages across 2 weeks or more to make the shift softer and more sustainable. If planning feels overwhelming, tools can help. 2 apps I genuinely recommend, with no affiliation and which I've used myself, are MyFitnessPal and Calorie Counter My Net Diary. Both have comprehensive Australian food databases. Simply scan the barcode of any product with your phone, and the app will instantly add it to your daily log, showing your macro and micronutrient intake so you can easily tell whether you're meeting your recommended daily intakes, It's simple, practical, and incredibly empowering. At the heart of it all, choosing more whole plant foods is an act of nourishment. Not just for your body, but for your energy, your clarity, and your inner self. You don't need to change overnight. You don't need to take on a label or identity like vegetarian or vegan unless it genuinely feels right for you. You simply choose what feels aligned, compassionate, and life-giving. Follow the white rabbit, knowing it was never the destination, only the beginning. Now the invitation is yours. Follow what brings you lightness. Follow what brings you clarity. Follow what leads you home to your truth and into a deeper embrace of your I am presence. Let each meal, each choice, each aligned moment help you shine a little brighter from the inside out. Together, we raise the frequency of Earth every time one more soul chooses to eat with awareness, compassion, and unity. If this message spoke to your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who may need it. For the full written version of this guide, visit my website. See you in the next video, where we continue walking this path of healing, rising, and shining together.